The inner voice rewrite. One of the hardest things for students to do in English is understand why a character acts the way they do. They might know what happened in the plot. They might be able to identify a theme or recognize a technique, but they may still struggle to answer the deeper question, what is going on inside this character? That is where this activity helps. The idea is that students take a moment from the text, a key moment from the text, and rewrite it as the character's private thoughts. Not as a summary or an essay paragraph, but as an inner voice. What might this character be thinking, fearing, wanting, justifying, or hiding in this moment? First, choose a short scene or moment where a character is under pressure. It might be before a major decision, after a betrayal, during a moment of guilt, when a character feels trapped, excluded, ambitious, ashamed, afraid, or misunderstood. For example, in Frankenstein, students might rewrite Victor's inner thoughts just after the creature comes to life. What is he thinking? Is he horrified, guilty, disgusted? Is he afraid of what he's done? In Macbeth, students might rewrite Macbeth's private thoughts before killing Duncan. Is he still unsure? Is he convincing himself? Is he afraid of failure? Is he already becoming someone different? In Romeo and Juliet, students might rewrite Juliet's inner thoughts before taking the potion. Is she brave, terrified, desperate, defiant? Second, give students a clear limit. 5 to 8 lines is enough. This keeps the task focused. The goal is not creative writing for its own sake. The goal is interpretation. Third, make students anchor their rewrite in the text. They should not invent anything completely disconnected from the scene. Their inner voice should come from clues already present in the text. What the character says, what they do, what other characters say about them, and what the audience already knows. A useful prompt is, write what the character might be thinking, but not saying. That phrase is powerful because literature is often about what is not fully spoken. Fear beneath the confidence, guilt beneath the ambition, loneliness beneath the anger, or love beneath defiance. Fourth, after students write, ask them to explain one choice. For example, why did you make the character sound afraid? Which line of the text gave you that idea? What evidence supports that version of the inner voice? This moves the activity from imagination back into analysis. And that movement matters. Inside the character, back to the text. Inside the character, back to the text. Back to the evidence. The inner voice rewrite works because it turns character analysis into an experience. Students aren't just saying, Macbeth feels conflicted. They're trying to inhabit that conflict. They're not just saying, Victor is horrified. They're exploring what that horror might sound like from the inside. And in the age of AI, this is especially valuable because AI can generate character analysis and produce a polished paragraph about the motivation of the character. But students still need to practice empathy, judgment, interpretation, and voice. They need to ask, what would it feel like to be this person in this moment? What evidence supports that? What does this reveal about the text? So next time students are struggling with character motivation, try this. Choose a pressure point in the text. Ask them to write the character's unspoken thoughts. Keep it short, then bring every choice back to the text. This is where inner voice becomes literary insight.